Plaintiff Christina Wright dated the defendant, and they have a daughter together. Christina claims they ended things after she discovered he was cheating on her with his brother's ex-girlfriend, who's with the defendant in court today. And then the defendant assaulted her. She's suing for stolen property, a car, and pain and suffering. Defendant Marcus Fluker says while he was dating Christina, she was extremely jealous and always wanted to fight. Marcus insists Christina is the one who assaulted him with a hairdryer, and he simply pulled her weave out in self-defense. He's countersuing for car repairs, defamation, and pain and suffering.
Start with you.
I'm here today because I met the defendant in 2002. We end up having a daughter together in 2005. I end up leaving him in May of 2009. I decided to reconcile with him at the end of last year. And while I was trying to reconcile with him, I find out that he's sleeping with his brother's ex-girlfriend. He ended up getting his lady pregnant, and his brother has 3 kids by her. So he got mad when I broke it off with him, where he came to my mother's house and bust through her door and assaulted me. He came through the door, he choked me, he punched me repeatedly in my head. And
this is the assault you're suing for?
Yes.
All right. Let me allow him to give some information on the background.
Okay, I met her in 2002. We used to always go drinking and stuff, and she'd get to acting crazy, tearing up our property that we got together. I've been with her for 8 years. Our relationship, we ended our relationship because she was always wanting to fight. The day she called me to get back together, I had went to their house to pick up clothes for my daughter. If I went there to fight, I would never bring my daughter with me.
Did he bring his daughter with him?
Yes, my daughter was in the car.
She refused me to get clothes for my daughter for school. She told me to go buy her some clothes for school if I want her to go to school, just because she's mad because I told her it wasn't going to work out.
It happened, but that's not.
You left that part out. You made it appear as if the man he came to get you. That was his sole intention, that he came and he just got out of the car and kicked in the door and started beating you.
That's what actually happened.
You missed the discussion.
Yeah, that was after the fact, though. That wasn't what he was coming over there.
The person doesn't ask questions about clothes after they kick in a door and beat you down. They don't kick in the door, beat you down, and say, now, can I get the clothes?
She got mad because I wouldn't reconcile with her. I didn't want to be with her no more.
Hold on, let's get over this one more time. Did he jump on you before asking for the clothes or after?
This was after.
Right. So he was outside.
I didn't bust him.
And you told him no?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you say after telling him no, he busted in the door. And you still believe that him coming over for clothes had absolutely nothing to do with it?
No.
All right. Good enough. Go ahead.
When I came in, she went in the closet like she was pulling out a gun. She ended up pulling out the hairdryer and got to swinging it. By that time, she got to swing the hairdryer. Her mom and them came in, and they thinking we both into it. I threw my hands up to let them know she the one rowdy, get her. They all get to grabbing me, holding me down while she hit on me. So eventually, after they held me so long, pushed me towards the back of the house, I really pulled her tracks out. I fought with her mama. I really had to get out of there. Yeah.
That's the only thing you touched on her body?
I grabbed her weed to throw her to the side. I pushed her mama against the wall, and I ran out their house.
All right.
That's not true, y'all.
Ma'am, you wanted to speak? Come on up.
Yes, I do.
State your name.
My name is Patricia Wright. I'm Christina's mom. I'm just truly here to witness through all the relationship. I have went over to the house where Christina has called me saying that they're into it. I have to go get Christina and bring her out of it. Of course, she go back. But this incident where he's talking about, I come out the bedroom and I see these two, my daughter trying to hold them, and then I come in and try to stop Christina and him both from fighting. But had I known how it happened in the beginning, how he came in my house without knocking and at her, when she has a statement to that fact, that he came in there at Christina. And we were actually trying to break it up. Okay. And that's the honest getting to, and God is my witness.
All right.
I threw my hands up 2 times and they would not stop.
Did you press charges against
Yes, I did.
All right. And what happened with the case?
I had a temporary restraining order. She dismissed the restraining order.
Why?
This man went in there saying I did all this mess because this girl had just had her baby. This is why I'm suing him. Every time we get into it, I'm always
but you said something different, right?
Yes.
But yet the judge believed him.
Yes, she wouldn't even let
You
me
don't
talk.
know why?
Your Honor.
Oh, now you're telling me she wouldn't let you talk. Which one is it?
When
She
I
let you
first-
talk or she didn't?
When I first came in there, she let me present my case.
Okay, and then obviously she didn't believe you. Yeah, ma'am. Whenever you lose a case in front of a judge, and the only thing that has occurred is the judge listened to your testimony and listened to the other person's testimony, you don't have to guess on whether the judge believed you or not. You know the judge didn't believe you when they say dismiss. What happened to the court case, which you were prosecuting him for assault and battery?
They said that they was going to contact me when they need me to come to court. I have not
Okay,
been
have you
contacted
been
yet.
called on to go to court?
Yes, the judge told me they dropped it and she think that I need a restraining order against her. I should have filed.
So it was dismissed?
Yes.
And you don't know because you never even followed up?
The papers right here.
And, pardon me?
I got the papers where it was dismissed.
So nobody believes you? None of the other judges believe you, but you think you can convince me?
I mean,
I'm
doing
supposed
my
to be the
best.
only judge that believes you. That, by the way, he wasn't coming for clothes at all. He was solely coming to kick in your door and jump on you. All
No,
right.
I was saying he was just coming over there to get me to talk to him.
Isn't that
He
what I
wasn't-
just said? That he was
No.
coming over there to beat you?
Because I wouldn't come back to him.
Right. Because
won't-
you wouldn't go back to him.
I won't
So
want
he
to come
was
back.
that angry.
And
He
the
didn't
car.
kick him
Let's
on
talk
my
about
door.
the car.
Well, I asked Marcus to help me purchase a car so I can have a car to get around back and forth to work for me and my kids. Well, he calls me one day and say he had a man that was that he knew that would sell me a car for $2,500. So Marcus came to my job and got the $2,500, and I'm not there, so the car ain't gonna be in my name because he's purchasing it. So he go and purchase the car, and the car is in his name. So when I tell him I don't want to be with him no more, he just took off with the car.
Okay, sir?
She gave me $1,500, just gave me some money because I asked her for it and she told me she would give it to me.
Okay, were you all still dating?
She was trying to get back with me and
We
we
were
was gonna
dating,
work it
Your
out.
Honor.
We had went and
You
got
were?
a house.
Yeah, we were.
Yes.
He was planning on leaving her for me.
Okay.
We was getting an apartment and everything.
All right, you intended to stay with him, no?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're intending to stay with someone, live together, build a future together, it's not unreasonable that you would say, hey, go get a car for the household.
But Your Honor, this man has 3 cars. He brought her a car. He had the car that I brought him, the Chevy that he's trying to
Did
sue
you
me
have
for
3
this.
cars?
He has 3
I got
cars
one
with
car,
my
got Chevy, and the money she gave me when intended to buy a car, I was gonna fix my Chevy up with the money. I went on my own and synced the car and decided to buy a car instead of fixing my Chevy up with the money she gave
So
me.
she gave you the money to fix up your car.
Yes.
And instead you bought a different one.
Yes.
So you misled her. You misrepresented it. You told her you were going to
never-
get your car repaired. Instead, you bought you another car and put that car in your name. So you had 2 cars at that time, 2 for the price of 1. That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
What stolen property are you referring to?
May of 09. I left him in the house that we stayed in, and I moved with my mom. I moved out like the end of April, and he moves out May, the day of my daughter's birthday. He don't call his daughter and wish her happy birthday or nothing. On the day of her birthday, he's moving my landlord's stove and refrigerator out of my house. He took my washing machine and dryer. He took my deep freezer. He took my cable equipment. He also took my TV.
Did you call the police?
Yes, I did. I have a police
And what
report for that too. He's on the lease, so they couldn't lock him up for it because he was on the lease.
And
the
you've been
landlord.
charged by the landlord?
Yes.
Let's see your list of items that the landlord is suing you for. And no locks have been broken into or anything of that
No.
nature?
No.
Sir, did you come and take furniture and utilities?
No, I didn't. I couldn't tell you what happened to her. She used to leave when we broke up. She used to just come in the
Has
house
she
and
mentioned
grab.
it to you before?
Yes.
And what has been your response?
I told her quit leaving the door open because you mad at me.
Has
Just
the
come in.
landlord spoken with you or attempted
Yes,
to
I
reach
spoke
you?
to her, the landlord and the police. I told him that I couldn't tell him because
Dear Ms. Wright and Mr. Fluker, this balance owed, but you're the only one that is on the lease in writing. All right. You have any other evidence that he did this?
I have a witness statement.
Okay. Witness statement from who?
His brother.
I'm writing this statement because I witnessed him removing the cable equipment, TVs, and other miscellaneous items with a U-Haul truck on about 4/14. He, Marcus Fluker, moved some of the belongings into my storage spot at my home for a month. I also want to state the fact that he, Marcus Fluker, was in a relationship with Santana Dillon, which is the mother of my 3 children, and they just had a child also in February.
Yes.
So your brother said you have the thing stored.
That's not my brother, first of all. And what I had stored at his house was a DVD player,
Okay.
one TV, and clothes. That's all I got. All that stuff in the house we built together. She took everything. That's all I took.
You mentioned refrigerator, stolen oven, and change of locks. He didn't mention that, ma'am.
That was just what he took to his house. The other stuff I know of, he took to his grandma's house or even stole the stove and refrigerator. Them just the items that he took to that house.
All right. If you took the cable equipment and TVs without an understanding with her that you were going to do it, I'm inclined to believe her. Your counterclaim for car repairs, defamation, and pain and suffering.
She running around telling everybody I've been beating on her. I've been with her 8 years. I never had this problem of domestic violence until we broke up. I told her I didn't want to be with her. Now police looking for me for domestic violence and everything. I've been with her 8 years. I ain't never touched her.
All right, your car repairs, what is that for?
She coming out the bar drunk, jumped over the snowbank and he put a dent in my car.
Ma'am?
True, Your Honor. That man.
How do you know?
I got in the car right before she hit the car with her body. And then when we got to arguing about her doing that, she got out my car, poured her liquor on me, threw the glass and broke it in my car, hit me with the glass, got out the car and tried to punch me. I took off and my door hit the snowbank and she put another dent in my door off, her leaving my door open, hitting the snowbank.
Ma'am, did this happen?
Fight.
Yes, but not in the car that he's telling you about. It's in the car that he brought for me.
Mm-hmm. Why did you do it, though?
We was arguing.
But during this argument, from what he says, you attacked him. And I said, is this what you did just now? And you said, yes.
I'm trying to say it didn't happen the way he's saying
Tell
it
me
happened.
how it happened.
The incident did happen. I did pour my liquor on him because we was arguing about him messing with his brother's girlfriend.
That's violence. You attacked him with liquor.
And
So I believe now that you're the one that has been the aggressor. I'm inclined to believe most of what he says, with the exception of the stolen property. I do believe, sir, that you went in there and took that property out, all the property that she's claiming. The car repairs, sir, you have an estimate.
No, I don't have an estimate.
Okay, and was this her car?
No.
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
Okay, is this the same car? This is the same car in question.
No, I'm talking this when she jumped over the snowbank, it was the Chevy.
Your Honor, this man had so many dents in that Chevy, he went and got this Chevy painted.
But ma'am,
Them
you
dents had already
admitted to
been there.
reacting violently, and you said the only difference is it wasn't his car. Ma'am, I'm going to grant you $1,700 judgment for the stolen property and the cost of the car. That would be $2,500. I won't grant you, however, any pain and suffering. You haven't convinced me that he was the aggressor. Sounds like you did a little more initiating than he did. By your own admission, you poured the liquor as a result of an argument. So that's starting the fight. I don't know who started the first one, though, because the police report says that they observed minor swelling in the left ear and a scratch under her right nostril. That's not part of a weave unless she has a weave in her nose. $1,500 is your judgment. I don't believe she poured the liquor on you, but yet she didn't damage the car, all within the same incident. Now, $2,500 and $1,700 is what?
$4,200.
That's $4,200 is your judgment, ma'am, minus $1,500 for him.
It's $2,700.
You walk away with $2,700 today. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
What's gonna happen between him and his daughter? That's what he needs to try to figure out.
I'm glad I ain't got to deal with her
Your daughter's birthday was May 1st. Did you tell her happy birthday? No.
I'm done dealing with you.
Yeah.
She don't let me see my daughter. Exactly.
No, I don't.
She don't let me see my daughter.
Don't call this girl on her birthday.
If I'm not with her, I can't see my daughter.